Happy Saturday. Although I will warn you before we start, I've got Miss Rosie sitting next to me here, so guard your eardrums just in case, you know, she has a barking fit. I not usually able to warn you when she starts, because she just suddenly does it and she makes me jump. Well, yeah, never mind. Anyway, it's very cold today, very cold. I'm wearing the shawl. Somebody made me this, and for the life of me I cannot remember who it was. It's very pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it was a gift to me, yeah. If you want to know what I'm wearing two necklaces today. One with my gorgeous elephants on, and one that's just different colours of goldy colours, because I'm wearing a gold long dress. I actually got my son to help me put away all the summer dresses and bring all the winter ones down. The winter ones are just these plain, absolutely plain, long sleeve, long dresses, which I wear all winter. I find them a lot warmer. Oh, excuse me while I get me coffee. I'm not anywhere near the table because I've got a French bulldog sitting on my recliner, and I've got Rosie sitting at the side of me on the settee, which is next to the table, so the coffee can't go on the table. Catch up. Right, I've got a lot to tell you. Are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin, like they used to say on Listen with Mother, if you're old enough like me to remember things like that. Excuse me. Oh, that's a little bit hot. No doubt by the end of this video it'll be a bit too cold, but never mind. Anyway, I've been so busy this week, so I haven't had time to come on and do a video, yeah. Oh, it's been a busy week. Thursday I went to the cafe. My friend wasn't able to come, one of them wasn't able to come, because she's having a lot of trouble with her central heating boiler. She keeps getting people in and it's repaired now, it's fine, it's finished. And then the next day, of course, she's no hot water and she's no heating. So it's not fun, is it, when you're getting, you know, she's not quite as elderly as me, but she's, you know, not a chicken, let's just say. Not a spring chicken. Well, what am I up to at the minute? I'm trying to finish off a little cardigan. Oh, I've got my hook stuck in it. I'm doing the bands. It's one I'm making up myself. It's just a little cardie. I'm on the band, just doing the buttonhole band. And I have done the sleeves. So, next time you see it, hopefully it should be stitched up, yeah. I'll probably be starting making my videos in my bedroom annex when it's finally finished. I was going to tell you what I was doing, but first of all I'll show you what arrived in the post today. These are not a gift, these are what I bought myself, but they're very, very pretty. You know me and my, I do love, what do you call them, necklace bundle, yeah. It's got long beads there, and beads and metal discs. They're like circles and metal discs in between. They're sort of like a salmony, pinky, rosy, not quite red. These are blue, but they've got red. Oh, that was a good start. It's got one of those hook and eyes, so it came apart. Those are like a blue stone colour with red beads at either end, fastened with metal bits. All very nice. Yeah, they're sort of, obviously imitation stone, aren't they? They were real stone, they'd be hanging around your neck like a millstone, wouldn't they? Yeah, they're like a blue with a brownie. Or a beige, or whatever colour you want to call them, yeah. And the next one, I've only got 4 in this bundle. Next one is a lovely big, are you watching B? Lovely big clunky one. B does love the sound. You know, is it ASMR or something? What do you call it when you like the sound of something? You know, some people like the sound of zips, don't they? Some people like the sound of waterfalls or rain or something like that. These are beautiful. They're red and pink. Pink with the see-through bits and red with the big stone bits. And they're on a kind of ribbon. and that's got a fastener on. I'm glad they're long because I'm having a bit of trouble, we'll get to that, with my hands. And the last but not least is sort of an orange colour. Once again, lovely big clanky see-through beads, which I do love. And once again, a hook and eye fastening, which we will get on to now, why I was going to tell you. Well, you know, I've been having trouble with my hands. I've been blaming it on neuropathy, I've been blaming it on poor circulation, I've been blaming it on my diabetes. Anyway, it's been keeping me awake at night, this left hand, really driving me bonkers. Burning up, stinging, numb. I've had it hanging out of bed, waving it about. When I'm knitting and crocheting, it's been going dead and it's freezing cold. So anyway, I thought, no, bite the bullet. You need to go and see somebody about it. So I mentioned it to my diabetic nurse while I was having my last good news. And she said, I'll mention that to one of the doctors. So anyway, the next thing was I got a message from one of the doctors saying, I've arranged for you to go to the Spire Hospital, which is a private hospital, but I'm going under the NHS. And the appointment was yesterday, Friday. So my son and my daughter-in-law were off work, and they took me. So I went in, very posh hospital, how the other half live. Oh my. You know when you're going in the door, can't you? They've got carpet, you know, and they've got posh chairs, like sofas to sit on and that, you know, you don't get any of that with the NHS. Anyway, I had to sit there a little while actually because he was stuck in theatre, so I had to wait a bit longer than I thought, but even so, nothing like NHS waiting times. I probably had to wait about 20 minutes actually. Went in to see him, he was very, very nice. And he said, tell me what's happening. So I said, well, those 3 fingers are going dead. I'll hold them that way so I'm not being rude. Those 3 fingers are going dead. I said, and they're tingling, burning. He said, what do you think it is? I said, well, I've had the right hand done, carpal tunnel, many, many moons ago. I said, so I've got a feeling it's either that or it's a nerve that's trapping. So he did a few little tests, like tapping my wrist and, you know, sending electric shocks like down my fingers, like, oh, does that hurt? Yeah. And he's pressing on me and he's going, yeah. He said, I think you're right. He said, carpal tunnel. He said, but I wish you'd come earlier. So I said, well, I've been putting it off. And he said, I wish you wouldn't. He said, it makes my job much harder. He said, because you're losing the pad, you know, the fat pad there. And I know I'm losing the fat pad on my thumb because when you press it in, it doesn't bounce back. He said, it's going to make my job a bit more difficult. He said, I must warn you, he said, that you may still have nerve damage when it's done, which, hey, hello, that wouldn't be me, would it? When I had my back operation, I've got nerve damage down my legs and down in my feet. It just always, you know, just one of them people that things happen to. Anyway, so I don't know when the op will be. He didn't give me any clues, and I thought I won't be pushy and say what's the time frame, you know. He said, we'll send for you when we're ready for you. We'll send for you. So I thought, fair dues, yeah. So I came out and my son and daughter-in-law had come with me and we said, oh, let's go to B&Q. Because as you know, I wanted a rug. Not a carpet, but a big rug for my bedroom annex. So we went to B&Q, absolutely. Balls all. Nothing in the way of rugs. They had a few pathetic, tatty little rugs in beiges and greys. And they weren't big enough anyway, so I said, I don't like any of these. So my son got what he'd gone in for, which was like a strip they decorated the kitchen. He wanted a strip to put down the edge of the wall or something to stop it getting damaged. I don't know these things, but he wanted a strip. So they said, right, well, being as we're over here anyway, because we've gone to the other side of Blackpool, we'll call it Dunhelm. I thought, more likely, you know, Dunhelm. So we goes in Dunhelm and my daughter-in-law's looking at these rugs, grey, beige, everything. I said, not what I want, it's just not what I want. So then my son disappeared round the corner and he said, oh, these are more you, Mum, come round here. So, woo, really kind of jazzy. Anyway, the one I've got, he's got peacocks on. But I've noticed today, when I put it down, I've noticed it today, it's facing the wrong way. My peacocks are facing the window. So I'm going to ask my son when he comes back if he'll turn it around and let it face the other way. So, anyway, while we were in there, they were looking at blinds and different things. So I sat on this chair, only like a little, I call it like a boudoir chair. And I thought, oh, this is comfy. So my little makeup desk, or whatever you want to call it, that's in my annex room, it has a little lid that opens up with a mirror and all your makeup's inside. Not that I do such a good job of myself, but I've got all the makeup. Technically I should be able to do a better job, but it came with a little stool, and every time I sit down on it, it's so narrow and I'm just terrified of going straight over backwards because I'm clumsy. So this boudoir chair was like calling me name. And it was black. And I said to my son, well, I'm not really keen on the black. I don't know whether they've got any other colours. So he finds beige. I thought, no, I'd rather have black than beige. And then he picked up another one. They were still boxed up, but they had the colours written on the side. Rose. And I said, no, I said, don't think rose would go. So then he turns another one over, and it was like a dark green. I'll have that one, yeah. So we're manoeuvring our way through Dunhelm. Let's go for a coffee, we said. And I've got this great, huge roll of carpet, like, sticking out the end of my trolley. You know, it was like a battering ram, like, you know, get out of my way, everybody, because here I come, you know. Trying to get in and out the little alleyways wasn't fun. They did have lots and lots of candles and things like that, but they were quite expensive. And I thought, well, you know, I've got Home Bargains and B&M Bargains and places like that if I get to Cleveland's that, you know, probably have a lot cheaper candles. I just like the wintry candles, you know, the sort of cinnamon or whatever. They're usually dark red, aren't they, and they smell gorgeous, and they only kind of have them at Christmas, sadly. I like the Glade ones I used to get from Tesco's. They were gorgeous, yeah, I can't remember what flavours. Not going to eat them, am I? What scents they were, but they were, you know, they are gorgeous, yeah. I don't mind the linen and the fresh ones and everything in the summer and the spring, but come this time of year, I want the warm, smelling, cranberry, whatever ones, yeah. So I shall hopefully, if this cold weather lightens up a little, I shall hopefully get down to Cleveland's one day. I still can't go down the seafront. Still got to go down the main road that the pavements, they never do anything with them, you know. You never ever see anybody round here mending roads. Never. Never see them, no. They don't mend pavements, they don't mend roads. And if they do, they mend a patch like that big, so they leave it sticking up. So like you're going along and it's like going over a hump, you know. They're terrible, this council. I don't know what they do with their money. But they certainly don't maintain the pavements. Anyway, that's by the by. Hopefully I will get to Cleveland. Anyway, coming back from Dunhelm, it was getting kind of late, and my son said, do you want to call in that catalogue place that we saw, the desk? I said, well, it's probably been sold by now, because it's like about 2 months since he saw this desk. But at the time we weren't ready to buy it, yeah. So we went in, and they had a lot of white desks, but they only had one set of drawers and one, you know, desktop. But the one he'd seen before had desk drawers either side, and I thought, that's better, because if you're sewing, you've got scissors, bits, pieces, threads, cottons, you've got all sorts, haven't you, that you put in the drawers at the sides. We had seen one in Dunhelm, but honestly, my daughter-in-law said, there's the desk. It was a little flimsy little top desk with a little drawer underneath, and it had spindle legs like you used to get in the 60s. I said, no, that's not what I want. I want something a bit more substantial. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, we went in this ex-catalogue place, and blooming heck was it cold in there. The poor guy looked blue. He said, because he's got all the doors open. And then when we went in, my daughter says, "What's that noise? What's that noise?" I said, "It's pigeons in the roof," and you could hear them go, "Boo boo, boo boo." And my son says to the guy, he said, "Doesn't that get on your nerves?" He said, "I shoo them out every morning," he said, "but then they come back." He said, "They get in the roof somewhere." Anyway, oh, they had some beautiful sofas and things. I wish I'd have known about that place when we moved here. Oh, God, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, but I have no need for a new sofa at the moment. Anyway, we went looking at the desks. We went round. I said, "No, that's not one. No, that was one." Anyway, we went round the corner and they had one in cream, which really I would have preferred white, but beggars can't be choosers. So it was what I wanted. It's got 3 drawers either side and a top that's substantial enough to hold the sewing machine and possibly the knitting machine when I clean it up. Although I won't be putting the knitting machine there on a permanent basis. But when I do decide to, have a little zip when I've cleaned it all, zip, then I will have somewhere to put it. And I'll also have somewhere to put my Addy machine, because it needs to be clamped onto something while you're turning the little handle here. So, that's going to be my bedroom annex stroke craft room, stroke washing drying place, because at the moment it's got me clothes area, drying in clothes. But at least it's kind of what I say, my mess, if you know what I mean, my crafty mess. Oh, and I got a new hearth rug, seeing as I burnt a hole in the last one. It's not quite as nice as the one I got from, IKEA, but it'll do. If I'm going to set fire to things, it'll do, yeah. Right, I need another drink of my coffee. So I think you're up to scratch now with what's been going on in my life, yeah. I haven't even lit the fire yet because I've been a busy bee. I have been busy bee. Yeah. So the dogs are... Rosie's having a stretch. It's cold today. We don't have snow, by the way, but we did have frost when I first got up. And it must have been cold because in the night I woke up and I thought it was a bit warm. And the heating is set very low, so it will kick in if it gets too cold in the night. And it had kicked in, the heating had kicked in, so I thought, blimey, it must be cold. So obviously it was cold last night. Anyway, on Monday I'm going out with my knit club. We're going out for our Christmas dinner. I was going to go out for a Christmas lunch on Thursday with my 2 friends, but as I explained before, one of them, a boiler's broke down, and she was waiting in for the plumber to come. She's had the plumber twice already this week, and it's broke down again this weekend. I can foresee, get my crystal ball, I can foresee Kim, you're going to need a new boiler, or something, or a better plumber, one of the 2. Anyway, so we didn't go. So we're hoping to go to Affinity on Thursday. So it's going to be a busy week this coming week. Monday I'm going out for Christmas dinner with the girls from the knit club that I normally go to on a Wednesday. Tuesday I'm in because I'm waiting for the desk to be delivered, this is why I can't show you my room because it's not finished yet. I'm waiting for the desk to be delivered, and I've also ordered like a wicker laundry basket. It's just not to put my laundry in, I've got a laundry basket. It's to put my spare sheets and things in. Because I've got an up and over bed, and every time I want to change my bed linen, it's such a faff, having to, which doesn't do me back any good, the bottom of the bed up, yeah. So I thought, no, I'm going to keep my spare set, the clean set, in this sort of laundry basket. So I got a little round one so it'll fit in a corner and be, what is it called, unobtrusive, yeah, that's the word, big word. Going to be unobtrusive, yes, so I'm going to get that. That's coming on Tuesday. So the desk's coming Tuesday and the laundry basket's coming Tuesday. Wednesday I'm out again all day. I've got my knit club in the afternoon, which I didn't get to last week because I was having trouble with my hand and I couldn't sleep, so I went and took 2 tablets, painkillers, and zonked myself out. Didn't wake up till lunchtime, so I missed that one. So on the evening, I'm going to our last evening knit club until after Christmas. Well, probably until the new year actually. And we're going to do our Secret Santa. So I've got my Secret Santa present. I've got to wrap it up. I've got some paper and a card, so I've got that. And Thursday then, hopefully, if Kim gets her boiler sorted out, hopefully we're then going to Affinity for our little Christmas, well, it's not really a dinner, lunch. We'll go to, it's a nice cafe in Affinity. That's like a shopping outlet in Fleetwood, you know, the one place where there's any decent shops. So I'll be going there, and they have a Cadbury's shop there, so hopefully, even though I'm not supposed to be eating any chocolate, hello, it's coming to Christmas, and I will buy a box of some kind of sweeties, chocolates, something or other like that. So I will be buying that, and then my friend wants to nip into Next because she's got a 3-year-old granddaughter, the one that I'm making these cardigans for, that she doesn't know I'm making them. Yeah. So I'm hoping to have those finished for Thursday, just in case, fingers crossed, she gets that boiler sorted out. Oh, and actually I want to get some nail polish. Because you know, I've got nails, I want some nail polish. And there's a shop there that sells hundreds and hundreds of nail polishes. Yeah. I broke one nail in bed. How do you break a nail in bed? I had it when I went to sleep and it wasn't there when I got up. Don't know how I managed to break a nail in bed, but what was I doing in my sleep? Yeah, I do have some weird dreams. Maybe I was fighting somebody. I don't know how, because I have to sleep in splints. You know, they've got a metal bar down to keep my wrist from, you know, in an attempt to stop my carpal tunnel getting any worse. Anyway, I had a phone call from my son. They're on their way back. They have gone to see one of the great-granddaughters. She's in some kind of a play or something or other. It's not a nativity. Some kind of a play she's in. And she is rather talkative, so she should be okay. She shouldn't forget her lines. She'll probably improvise, knowing my great-granddaughter. There'll probably be a bit of improvisation. She'll be one of those, you know, at the front doing this. She is certainly not a shy girl. Yeah. Anyway, these two are fast asleep. I don't know how come they're such a sleepy girl. At least, touch wood, so far, fingers crossed, she hasn't barked. Next doors are out. I think I've told you she takes great exception to the fact that next door, our drives are sort of together. So when they go up their drive, she thinks that they're coming up our drive, which they're not. They're going up their own drive, yeah. But because the two drives are together, she takes great exception to the fact when next doors go up their own drive. And heaven help if they've got shopping, that they've got to open the boot, they've got to get shopping out. Oh, hell lets loose, yes. Plus the fact she doesn't like the post lady, she doesn't like the every lady, you know, the lady that used to be my Hermes, it's every now. And she doesn't like the Amazon man either, yeah, which they've all been today. Because, you know, a lot of people have been complaining about every, but touching wood, you know, they've been okay here. Now I say that, I'll probably lose a parcel or something, but perhaps it's because I'm usually in, or there is usually someone in, so maybe that's why our parcels don't go adrift. You know, that whenever they deliver anything, there's usually somebody in, yeah. So it does help, doesn't it? Yeah. So I will show you my bedroom, hopefully next week, if I get time with my busy social schedule coming up to Christmas. Boy, oh boy, I'm usually the girl who stays in and goes nowhere. My social calendar is off the scale this. Not that I'm grumbling, I'm not grumbling at all. But I was supposed to be starting a Christmas present crochet, which I haven't started yet. I better get my skates on, haven't I? I've been finishing off these little, and I've actually got 2 headbands to stitch up for this little girl. But they said 20 inches and she's only 3. So I've made them, but I've held off stitching them together because you stitch them in that twist, you know, at the front. But I've held off doing that because I thought 20 inches sounds big for a 3-year-old. I don't want them, you know, to make a headband and it be falling over her eyes, you know. Because crochet stretches anyway, doesn't it? So I've been trying to find out from anybody, but nobody seems to have got a 3-year-old. You know, and when I looked online it said 20 inches, which is big, isn't it? But I suppose kids do have a head bigger in proportion to the rest of their body. Then, you know, I read somewhere that a kiddie's head doesn't grow much when they grow to an adult, you know. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to tell you. I will be doing my live tonight. Hopefully I'll be a bit livelier than I was last week. I'd had no sleep last week, could you not tell? Oh, I was like, and I had to go, yeah. But I shall upload this video. It's going darker now, so I hope you can still see me. Finish off this cardigan and hopefully find some buttons to stitch on. Although I am certainly not going out to the shed. It's too cold. I've got some things to take over to the shed and I keep putting it off. And I want to bring my doll's house back. Put that in that annexy bedroom. I want to bring that. But I think I might need help with that. It might be a bit heavy. Watch this space. Anyway, if I get time next week, I will make another video and I will show you where we're up to. I like to keep you all in suspense. Anyway, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from the very quiet for a change Rosie and the sleeping Trixie Bella. So I shall see you later on tonight if you are in the UK, 9 o'clock. If you're in other parts of the world, I don't know what time it will be, but I'll be on later on my live. So bye for now.